you're going to be seeing a lot of my head because I'll be looking at on my screen, but the goal is to share my screen with you. Hopefully by the time that I share the screen with you, you will be focused on the spreadsheets as against my head. Okay, so one of the things you have to learn when you get here is that you have to be able to keep track of all of your expenses every month, right? That's how you know where your money is going to. Obviously, I'm not going to share my income with you in this video, but I'm going to show you where my money goes to, like the things that I do with some of the income that I make. I feel like people's income should be their private business, should be their business and nobody's business. So sorry if you're offended by that, but I'm not going to share my income with you. But I would share how I spend the money that I make with you. Let's start from the very obvious, okay? Your rent is going to take a sizable percentage of your income. See, this document was edited 12 days ago. That means I did edited this document on the first day of the month when I was balancing my account for last month. So this is my expenses for July, okay? So it shows that my rent is $691.05. That is not true. I just moved here. I just moved to North Carolina. I paid $1,310. That's $1,310 for my rent here per month. Just rent only, okay? Rent and waste disposal. It's showing $691 here because I got 8 weeks for free, which means I got a month and 2 weeks for free. So my first month was June. I don't know. Basically, the expenses that I incurred for July, I had to pay just half of my rent. That's the summary. So this is not my actual rent. My actual rent is $1,310. But it's okay here because you would eventually understand some of the expenses. So my internet costs $70 per month. I use Google Fiber. It's the fastest thing on this planet. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Fastest internet on this planet. I do enjoy every single money that I pay for this internet, so I'm not changing that. This gas is for my car. So one thing I've also noticed is that since I moved here, I spend less on gas because I don't go anywhere. I just go from my house to my work, and when I'm at work, the car is parked there. I don't even drive it anywhere until I come back home. So this, usually I'll spend about $50 filling up my car in a week in Atlanta, but here I spend $51. So that's nice. For electricity, this is Duke electricity. That's like the cost of the electricity in the house, basically, as well as cooking and things like that, because I use electric cooker. So I pay $50 per month. It has been consistent for the past 2 months that I've been here, so I hope it stays that way, or even if it's gonna go up. Usually electricity is much more expensive during summer, so I hope it will go down, obviously, in fall or during winter. I don't know. Grocery, this is a bit on the high end. I don't know how, but I spent $222 buying groceries last month. Now this is high because I don't know how. This is most probably because I don't know how to cook. I don't know what to buy. I don't know how to maximize my trip to the store. So this is something I'm watching carefully. Also, since I moved here, I stopped going to Aldi. Aldi is actually a very cheap store. It's probably the cheapest store in the United States. I have Walmart close by and Target close by. I do most of my shopping at Walmart or Target, which is probably why I'm spending so much. But last week, I went to Aldi, and a grocery that would typically cost me $50 at Walmart, I paid $23 for it at Aldi. So hopefully next month when I do this, hopefully by the end of the month when I do this balance again, I will see a difference because I've been going to Aldi, basically. Now, eating out says $125, $124.03, right? $125 roughly. Now, this is outrageous. I know. Considering that I spent $200 on grocery, I spent another $124 on eating out. The thing is, last month was rough for me because it was just me here. The only thing that I do is go to work and come back to the house. Weekends are like boring. I don't have anything to do. I just go to work and sleep, go to work and sleep. So most of the time when I'm really bored in the house, not necessarily because I'm hungry, I can do without eating out. I just choose to go out, and then when I go out, I don't have any other place to go. Basically, just go out and eat. That's what I do. So this is not habitual. This is because of my current situation. I do not see myself going forward spending $120 to eat outside every month. It's too much, especially if it's just me. If it's not like myself or my girlfriend or something like that, it's too much. For my phone bill, I use T-Mobile for my phone bill, so I pay $50. I think it's actually, my next bill is $65. I don't know what is wrong with T-Mobile. It's like the bill goes up and then I message them and then they reduce it, and then it goes up again. I message them and they reduce it. We've been going back and forth for a minute. Most people don't know this, but we're actually a channel for God's blessing. What that means is that when something flows to you, you must find a way to allow it to flow to some other people through you as well. So this is marked donation and gift. Obviously for privacy reasons, I have decided to just mark it donation and gift because I don't want to start listing the names or the organization or whatever it is that I donated to. But I spent $130 on donations and gifts last month. Now, these savings, it shouldn't be part of my expenses, but just for transparency purpose. So I do have a joint account with my girlfriend where we basically save money, just like money for things that we think we need to buy in the future or things like that. I will not go into details. So usually I try to put $500 there every month, but I spent money on getting a computer desk last month. So, and that was about $213. So instead of depositing $500 into the account that we keep together, I sent just $300 to that account. Yeah. We'll be spending some of the money in the nearest future. I'm not going to go into details or any of those things, but that's what this part is meant for. Now, savings, Roth IRA. This is more like a retirement account. Now, America financial system is so complicated. I still don't know, I don't understand it at all. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how the whole thing works. But you have to save for retirement, you have to deduct some money, some 401k, you have to invest your retire. Bro, I read about all of these things on Reddit and I really try to. So one of the disadvantages of growing up in a third world country is that you're not privileged to information about investments and savings and all of these things that these people know. I will be 27 years old in 2 weeks time, or in a week time, August 26th. And the first thing that I heard about Roth IRA, 401k was like when I moved here less than 2 years ago. I have no idea what all of these things mean. So it's a lot to wrap my head around. I'm still trying to understand how it works. But basically, this Roth IRA, you can put like a maximum of $6,000 in that account every year. It is a post-tax contribution, which means you can also withdraw the money back whenever you want it. And the benefit of it is that you can save the money and invest it into some, like you can invest in some mutual funds or ETF or all of those fun things that I'm still trying to learn about. And the profits from that investment will not be taxed if you withdraw it when you retire. But if you do it before then, you're gonna pay tax on the profit. So That's the short form of it. That's what this savings is about. Rotary, $200. I was just trying to put it there to understand the system really, because if I'm serious about it, I'll have to put like $500 into this account every month so that I can max out the opportunity, the amounts that I can put there in a year, maximum of $6,000. Now, car insurance, I pay $40 for car insurance. This is more like $49. I like to think about it as $50. And this makes me happy because when I was in Atlanta, I was paying $150 or $160 for car insurance every single month. And that was a lot of money because I was earning $500 from Georgia State, remember? When I moved here and I realized that I'm going to be paying just $40 per month on car insurance, that made me happy. I was like, well, that was worth it. Yes. And then Netflix, I pay $15 for Netflix every month. I don't know why I still have this Netflix account because the only time that I use it is on weekend. I don't know. I'm this close to canceling it. This close. I might cancel it, I might not. Spotify is the app that I use for my music. I pay $5.34. This is a student account. I don't know if they will let me keep using the student account since I graduated, but if I don't tell, I guess I can continue using it because I still have my student email. Haircut, $46. This is one of the expenses that when I first got here to America, it drove me crazy. Like, how I used to convert to Naira. Like, how am I supposed to wrap my head around paying $46 for haircuts? But now I'm used to it, and that's why I try my very possible best to get my haircut done once in 2 months. I have my clippers and stuff. If I need to shave, like right now it's due, I do all the shaving myself. But when this gets like really rough, then I get haircuts for $46. So once in 2 months. This is not gonna be a monthly expense. This is once in 2 months. So averagely about $23 per month on haircuts. This is Udemy. So I do believe in personal development. I try my very possible best to learn things, new things all the time. And this is what this particular expense is all about. It is not a recurring expenditure, it's just a one-off. But I do have a recurring expenditure of Coursera. It's not listed here because I just started that. But this is $13 on a Udemy course. I think it's a course, it is a course on JavaScript. The C+ is a free course. It's a JavaScript course that I'm taking on Udemy. Amazon Prime, I canceled this already because I don't know why I pay $16 or $13 on Amazon Prime. I canceled this already. So when I was balancing my account and I saw that I'm paying for Amazon Prime, I canceled it because I don't need things to be delivered to me that fast. I'll take the long routes. So cancelled. Renters insurance. So when you rent a place, when you rent an apartment, you're expected to insure your apartment in case of disaster, fire, and things like that. So this is what the renter insurance is all about. Close. If you guys remember the video that I think it was my last video or some videos that I posted a while ago where I wore I said something about my shorts. Yeah, so this is the expenses for that shirt. It was $14, $15 basically, the shorts and some random shirts like that. $15. This is not a recurring expenditure. It's just I was just online that day. I saw it and I liked it and I bought it. So another expenses that I incur monthly is actually the international call. I know people use like WhatsApp and things like that to call home, but I don't talk to my family all the time. I basically talk to my brother and my mom on weekends. When that is happening, I don't want to be asking them if they can hear me, if they cannot hear me. So I pay like subscription service. It's called Boss Revolution or something like that. Yeah, and they charge me per minute. I think 7.5 cents per minute to talk on phone. So that's the cost of international call. If you are in America and you're watching this and you have any suggestion for me on a cheaper way to make calls, I would appreciate that. Okay, hook me up. Now, the last item here is bath soap. So this is Harry's. They are cheaper soaps, right? This is 4 and it's gonna last me for like 2 months, 2.5 months or 3 months. So it's technically like $4 or thereabout. $4 per, it's a bar soap, so $4 per one. Now the overall personal expenses for that month, for last month, is $2,000.84, right? Now that's not all the money that I spent. On this other side, you will see I labeled another column business, right? So these are expenses that does not have to do, that I do expect them to yield some sort of profit in the future, okay? If you've seen my video about me setting up a workstation, I said something about trying to build up my affiliate marketing business again. So I've been investing some money into getting that done. And that's what this particular column is all about. So you see articles here. I have writers in Nigeria that I research topic and send it to them and have them write articles about some topic that I'm interested in. So they write the article. My budget for writing on my website is $150 per month. Usually that gets me about 10 articles, 1,200 to 1,500 words per article. So that's, and as far as the industry standard is concerned, that's kind of like normal. It's not overly expensive. And my writer has been with me for more than 5 years now. He's super good. He's an amazing guy. I do not share him with people, basically. So I spent $150 on that. And YouTube, you guys, okay, YouTube desktop monitor. I know the YouTube expenses, I think I canceled our YouTube expenses on this spreadsheet because I actually made money from YouTube last month. I think I made about $15 from YouTube last month. And this is meant to be like some of the music that you hear in the background, they are not royalty free. They are actually paid soundtrack. I think I pay about $12 per month for Epidemic Sound. I don't know. I feel I can do it for, I can get some free music, but there are some songs that I like on Epidemic Sound and it's just $12. So, but it's not here anyway. Now desktop monitor, you guys saw my Asus gaming desktop monitor. That's $375. That's not a recurrent expenditure. Office desk. Remember when I said usually I deposit $500 into this account, into the savings with Alex's account? No. So some of that went into office desk. The desk, the L-shaped desk that I bought a couple of weeks ago. I bought a new charger for my laptop because the other one was acting crazy. So I bought a new one from Apple Store. I also bought a laptop stand for my desk so that I can hinge my laptop when I'm working on the bigger screen, not here, because I'm away from the bigger screen now. And now this is another expenses of $103.50 for articles. I usually spend $150 on article. And I decided that I need to wrap up to speed up the growth of my website. That means publishing more content. I found some writers. I tried them. I don't like their content when I got it back. So I used it, but I don't like it. That's this $103 expenses. And Keyword Chef is actually a tool that I use to analyze the search engine to see if I should pursue a particular keyword or not. I'm not going to go into details for that. But the overall expenses that I incurred for business is $889 last month. Now there's a special column here. This is plane ticket. I don't buy plane tickets every month, so I bought 2 plane tickets, 1 round trip and 1 one-way trip. So 1 round trip for myself and one one-way trip for Alexis. The ticket is for for next month, when she will be done with her training. So that's the expenses of $611 here. Now the summation of all my total expenses is $3,585.13 for last month. Now I added here savings. So I don't consider savings like the savings. Some of the money that I sent to some like random Rot accounts, I still have the money. It's not spent, so it shouldn't be considered an expenses. That's why I've deducted it from all the summation here. So if you deduct that, the money that went into the Rot IRA account, the money that went to Alexis for like accounts for the things that we need to buy in the future, if you deduct that from my total expenditure, that you're going to be left with $3,085 monthly expenses. Now obviously some of these things are not recurrent, some of them will never show up again, right? But the only part that I'll pay close attention to would be this guy, $2,084. So let's say I adjust this particular guy to reflect my exact rent, right? So that means my total expenses every month is going to be around $2,700 every month. Now that's a big jump, 691 or thereabout. That's a big jump because when I was in Atlanta, I used to live on $1,100 every month, and it was more than enough. I wasn't doing anything special or whatever. And also, if you check my expenses here as well, it's not like I'm doing anything out of the ordinary, right? Say you deduct $500 that goes into Rotary and Savings Alexis. That's it. It's not like I do things that I haven't been doing before. Well, my rent wasn't this high, basically. But point is, expenses builds up as your income increases. That's just it. And at the end of the day, it's not like you're spending money on things that doesn't make sense. It's just the way it is. It is the way the world works. If you make more, you spend more. I made this video just to give an idea, like so that you can compare and contrast between my expenses in the past and my current expenses. I hope you do enjoy some of the things that I shared with you in this video. And if you also have like a budget planner or things that you do to keep track of your expenses, you can share that with me. And I would like to just see, maybe you have suggestions of things that I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing, and just chat about money, right? And do not forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.